Sad backstories, the canon event that could lead anyone down the wrong path. Today, we're going to be looking at characters who did become evil and characters who ended up being good, but if they wanted to become evil, I understand it. First up, we gotta talk about Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. Doofenshmirtz is a perfect example of having every right to become evil. This man might be the only person in the world whose parents skipped out on his birth. Like, I get a deadbeat dad not showing up because he was just trying to get some and thought it was a smart idea to hit it raw, but how does your own mother not show up to your birth? Poor kid. Nobody showed up to any of his birthday parties either. And I don't care if we're close, not close. I don't even care if I don't even know you. If I know there's finna be free cake, best believe I'm not missing that birthday party. This guy's dad too was a terrible person. He made Doofenshmirtz stand outside and pretend to be their garden gnome. Doof a better man than me, because if my dad was making me do that, best believe I'll be running away the next day. Luckily, Doof had his best friend, Balloony. Now let me just say, growing up, Balloony was one of my favorite characters, okay? So he holds a special place in my heart. He would play with him, go do fun stuff with him, until the fateful day. One night, while Doof was working as a garden gnome, he was talking to Balloony. You know, they were just chatting it up, having a nice conversation, until the wind started to blow and Balloony started to float away. Doofenshmirtz couldn't save him because his dad was gonna get mad if he moved. So he just had to watch as Balloony was getting taken away. Do you know how sad that is? He was right there. It's just not fair. Balloony didn't deserve it. Next up, we gotta talk about Naruto. And this is one of those cases where the character did end up being good, but if he had decided to become evil, I wouldn't blame him. This man really got cursed from the start, literally. Imagine being a baby and you hear your dad talking about some, "Forgive me, son. I'm gonna put the nine-tailed fox in you to save the village." Huh? Like the fuck you mean you finna put the nine-tailed fox in me? At this point, Naruto's a baby. He can't talk. He can't beg his dad not to do this to him. So he just had to take it. And I do understand that his dad thought Naruto was finna be looked at as a hero in the village, but that completely backfired on him. This man Naruto was getting avoided like it was the new virus. You know, back during the quarantine times, how people would look at you if you cough right in front of them? Yeah, that's how everyone was looking at Naruto. Like he was just trying to be a normal kid. The only people that actually treated him like a human being was Shikamaru and Choji. Even though Naruto did end up choosing to become a good guy, Gaara is a perfect example of how everything could have went wrong. And tell me how, as soon as Naruto beat Pain, that's when the whole village wanted to switch up and love Naruto. Naruto should have just been like, "Oh, what's up? Y'all didn't want me when I was down. Now that my pocket's fat, you trying to roll with me? Nah, y'all picked your side, now stay there," he says after shaking his dreads nonchalantly. This one might be a reach, but just hear me out, okay? Hear me out. A character I believe has every right to become evil is Robin from Teen Titans Go. There is no reason for a leader of a team to get treated the way he does. Time after time again, his own team trolls him like he's not their leader. Starfire, who knows that Robin likes her, constantly trolls him about getting together with him.
Robin, you are like the brother to me.
Which makes no sense because in the original Teen Titans show, she had feelings for Robin. They really nerfed him in this Teen Titans Go spinoff. Like in the original Teen Titans, this man was fighting the Cinderblock villain by himself. The guy with no powers. But now in Teen Titans Go, they make fart jokes. Like it makes no sense. For some context, the Robin that we follow in Teen Titans Go is Tim Drake, and by the age of 16, he lost both of his parents. That's one of the reasons Batman took him under his wing. Batman loves to see an orphan because he knows he finna turn them into his next sidekick. But now that you know that, listen to what his team did to him. They called his name and said, "Hey Robin, buddy, your parents are behind this door. They're back to life." Now imagine how much trauma this man has gone through, losing both of his parents at such a young age. So of course he's gonna be crying and excited to see his parents again. As soon as he jumps into the room, he gets stuck in a bunch of tape, and they come out saying April Fools. I don't care if they on my team. I'm unloading the whole mag after that on them. Lastly, someone who has it so rough is Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. And if y'all watch Tokyo Ghoul, then you know how peak it is. At least the first season. Season 2 is kind of confusing, and just throw away season 3 at this point. In the show, Ken meets this fine girl named Rize. Can we just talk about the fact that Ken should have been kind of suspicious of the situation when he bagged the date? Like bro, she is so out of your league. How did you not suspect something was going on here? After the date, which actually went pretty well I may say for him, you think he's about to secure a quick kiss from Fine Shit. And out of nowhere, she takes a bite out of him. Because it turns out the bad girl he managed to pull was actually a ghoul. What? And she was murking his ad too. And right before she could finish her meal, a bunch of steel bars fell on top of her. After that, Ken got rushed to the hospital and they put Rize's organs inside of Ken to save his life. But in the process of that, it turned him into part ghoul. And again, all he wanted to do was go on a date with a hot girl and ended up turning into a ghoul. Skip a few episodes and there's a big ass guy named Jason who is literally trying to copy Voorhees' whole flow, by the way.
Dick in your mouth right now. I see it.
He ends up kidnapping Ken because he has Rize's organs in him and then tortures him for 10 whole days. Do you know what this dirty man did to him? He put a freaking centipede in Ken's brain to wiggle around and constantly ripped off his fingers and toes. And since he was part ghoul, they would just grow back. But just because he's part ghoul doesn't mean he doesn't feel pain. So for 10 whole days, he was just getting straight tortured. So of course, at the end, he finally gave in, became a ghoul, and beat Jason's ass. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And I know you guys finna be already subscribed, so I don't even have to ask you to subscribe. Make sure to comment some video ideas if you want to be in the next video. I love you boys, and peace.